Here are the instructions for replacing the thermocouple on your hotspot 110 furnace. In the foreground we have an individual thermocouple element. Two of these elements are assembled into a dual thermocouple assembly, which is then inserted in the back of the hotspot and protrudes into the hot space. There you see the newly formed beads where the two dissimilar metals are melted together. That's where the thermocouple junction measures the temperature inside the furnace. Here on the other end of the thermocouple on the back, you see the individual leads are labeled red and black for each pair to signify the polarity of each leg. When the thermocouple fails, those rounded beads become damaged, oxidize, and fall off, and then your thermocouple tip would look as this one does, and you may be able to observe that by looking in the furnace. Let's go see what a furnace looks like when the thermocouple goes out. Here we have the hotspot control panel with both thermocouples indicating normally. You have one of the thermocouples displaying here as the process variable for the programmable controller, and the other thermocouple displaying here as the process variable for the overtemperature controller. When a thermocouple fails, you are given this indication of 4 zeros, which indicates open. That thermocouple is open and has been broken. As we discussed, the thermocouple is located on the back wall of the hotspot firing space. Seen there. To replace the broken thermocouple, we need to gain access to the junction block located in the back of the furnace. To do so, first turn off the furnace, unplug it, and remove the roof panel. Here we find the junction block where the gray thermocouple lead wires are fastened to the leads of the thermocouples. Here at the junction block we can see that the red leg of each thermocouple goes to the red leg of the thermocouple lead wire, which then carries the signal to the controller for display. If the red leg of a thermocouple is mistakenly connected to a gray lead wire, the thermocouple will read backwards. To remove the old thermocouple, you may want to first mark the red legs again with a red Sharpie, and then get your small Phillips head screwdriver and undo all 8 fasteners. Now that all 8 fasteners have been removed, take away the lead wires, you pull out the old thermocouple, and then you'll slide the new thermocouple in the back and reattach the leads to the 8 fasteners. Therefore, after installing a new thermocouple, it's very important to double check the red-to-red polarity in the back and also observe the temperature going up as the heat is first applied. This will ensure the new thermocouple has not been installed backwards.